Good evening. Premier Campbell Newman has been sworn in as the 38th Premier of Queensland. State political editor Cathy Border joins us now. And Cathy, that was, I guess, the centrepiece of another eventful day.
Bill, it's been a crazy campaign, and look, we had more of it today. We had a Premier talking about dried apricots. We had on-again, off-again bids to run for Brisbane City Council, the Labor opposition still leaderless, and surprise, surprise, another Beattie set to enter politics. It's all been happening today. What is definite is that the Newman government is now legitimate. They had their initial swearing-in ceremony at Government House today. A who's who of the LNP, including Campbell Newman's brother-in-law, Seb Mansour, gathered on the lawns of Government House to witness history in the making. For now, it's a ministry of three.
That's very surreal, I'll say that. It's a very surreal feeling, but a great honour to serve the people of Queensland in this way.
Excited to be part of a great occasion. It is an exciting day, very much so.
After years in the political wilderness, the enormity of the Newman landslide even left the governor struggling.
I accept these resignations. And there are a large number, but please be patient while I initial them all.
Then the moment, Campbell Newman becoming Queensland's 38th Premier. The trio temporarily taking all ministries.
Congratulations on that.
I, Timothy James Nichols, do sincerely promise and swear.
They'll be back within days as a complete cabinet.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
It's now down to business. Behind the scenes, the Newman government has a raft of wage negotiations to deal with. The nurses' deal expires at the end of the month. Its union wants a meeting this week. Premier Newman has appointed long-time confidant Ben Myers as his chief of staff. And he finally moved into the top office.
You haven't seen the Treasury briefing. That's to smile about.
Then, at his first media conference, confirmed his Director General would be John Grayson. Asked if Anna Bligh left him a note.
I found where I could make a cup of tea for myself and some dried apricots that were left behind.
He'd only been in the office for 30 minutes.
Well, Cathy, the counting continued for the Labor Party, but it hasn't got any better. The recriminations are flying, as well as questions over who's actually going to lead the party.
Well, that's right, Bill. They've gone from 33 safe seats to just 2. And look, the once mighty United Labor Party is now split. Even party bosses are arguing over whether the attack campaign was worth it or not. And union bosses who fought that long, bitter battle over asset sales are saying, "We told you so."
Curtis Pitt is one of Labor's last men standing. The Mulgrave MP near Cairns is considering putting his hand up to lead the party.
I'm not ruling anything in or out at this point. I need to talk to my colleagues.
It's understood Anastasia Palaszczuk also is a contender. The recriminations are flying thick and fast in the wake of Saturday's humiliating defeat.
I'm furious. This party's not just Anna Bligh's party, this is the Workers' Party.
Officially, Labor has only 6 seats so far. 2 are considered safe. Inala with Ms Palaszczuk and South Brisbane, which could still go after Anna Bligh quit, forcing a by-election. Woodridge, Rockhampton, Bundamba and Mulgrave are now marginal.
Clearly we have a big challenge and there's much we need to do to rebuild our support.
The final wash-up is expected to see the LNP with 77 seats, ALP 8 and 2 each for Katter's Australian Party and Independents. Labor is now consigned to years in the political wilderness. Even some of the party's most passionate supporters predict it will be 20 years before they see power again.
We need people out there that don't spin, that answer questions directly and don't lie.
Asset sales and a negative campaign. Party heavyweights say they were always up against it.
Post that decision, the polls really turned against us.
Well, Anthony Chisholm, it was a disgraceful campaign. He ran a disgraceful campaign during the asset sales. He should resign.
The shock for those left is still sinking in.
It's huge, and I must say it's a very bittersweet.
Leonie Mellor, 10 News.